Michelle Smith, and I want to make a tribute today to my favorite crush, James MacArthur. Now, the story began, when I was a little kid. We used to rent Swiss Family Robinson and some of the different films from the Rite Aid store where we lived, and he just seemed like a really sweet guy, so I had a crush on him for a number of years. I had read a book his mother, Helen Hayes, wrote, and it was in the library, so I read it several times and I really liked it. And I was like, ooh, I really liked it, and I liked the stories that I read about him. I even copied some of it and put it in my memory box, some of the favorite stories. And so one day, we came across in the grocery store this magazine called the Luxury Lifestyles magazine. There it is. In this magazine, there was just this little article about Hawaii Five-0, and just a small blurb about what James MacArthur was doing. They said he was doing dinner theaters around the country. So I was excited to find this, and I said, oh, I want to write to the editor and try to send him a letter. So I did. I sent a letter to the editor. His name is Lee Harrison, which I'm very grateful for that man, because he made possible this video and my letter. So I wrote to him, and he sent me a nice note back. He said, oh, if you would send me your letter, I'd be very glad to forward it to him. So I sent in my letter. Then a couple of months later, it was in March, I got back this letter, and it said J. MacArthur. My mom came back from the post office. She was like, you got a letter from J. MacArthur. She's like, is that the preacher? The Jim MacArthur, the preacher? And I was like, oh my gosh, it must be James MacArthur. So I was jumping up and down, and running around the room. I was really, really excited. And finally I calmed down enough to open the letter and read what was inside. And I was very happy. Very, very happy. It just made my day. Made my year. That was really thrilling. So I remember that night, I think it was like Friday night, when I got the letter, and I watched Swiss Family Robinson like I did every night on the weekends when we watched films for years. And I remember watching it, and I just hold my letter, look at my letter, and look at the screen, look at my letter, look at the screen. I'm trying to make that connection. How is this real? I'm trying to make this connection. So it was just totally phenomenal, unbelievable experience. So for which I will always be grateful. These actors, and they're a part of your life just as much as anybody else, any friends you have. So yeah, it was the evening of October 28th, and we just happened to hear it on a talk show, on the Michael Savage show. We just heard him say that, he heard that actor James MacArthur had passed away. So, since he was a significant part of my childhood, it was, like I said, kind of a shock. So I went to his website, and the thing I found was the memoriam page, and the poem, "Death is nothing at all. I have only slipped away into the next room. I am I, and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we are still. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way you always used. Put no difference in your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed, at the little jokes we always enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without effort, without the ghost of a shadow in it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same as it ever was. There is absolute, unbroken continuity. What is death but a negligible accident? Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I'm waiting for you, for an interval somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well. Nothing is past, nothing is lost. One brief moment, and all will be as it was before. How we shall laugh at the trouble of parting when we meet again. So, it's kind of the end of the story. But the story kind of lives on too. Because here it is. It's November 14th, 2011. And I still remember, and I still have the letter, when he wished me happy birthday for my 12th back in 1994. So, the memories never die, and the wishes never die. And I'm just very proud to have had an opportunity to get the letter from him, because that's really the main thing that the main dream that you can have from having a crush on a movie star, that you get to tell them how much you liked them and admired them. And thanks for watching and taking this time just to pay tribute to James MacArthur.